It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw, Huntley. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Huntley. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Gordon. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Melvin Gordon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Huntley to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got three down.
Running from the gun with Henry. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Huntley. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Huntley. And that's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56, check.
Looking to throw. Huntley. He's got a man. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Balaj will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. This is Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Huntley. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A check down here for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bridgewater on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Sutton.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Second down and goal. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. Past the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Returning it, Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. First down and much more for Henry. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And shedding a man at the 40. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 39.
It's a 2-7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Derrick Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And the busy night for Henry continues. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Back to throw. Huntley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10. Bridgewater to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Bridgewater. He's got Hamler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They're going right back to Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead. But that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
Mike's 13. He's coming. Check in. Record.